Hey everybody, this is Ryan, and welcome to another episode of Legendary Looters. I am here with Behringer.
Hello everybody!
And we are running a 20 rift today, and this is going to be part 1 of the movie Interstellar. We have both now seen it. I thought it was pretty fantastic, and we're doing 2 parts because we got a lot to talk about. I thought it was great. Behringer thought it was the worst movie he's ever seen. Go Behringer.
Thank you so much for that awesome introduction. Here's the bus, go live under it. First, I think we both felt, for the most part, the same about it. It was a good movie. I really liked it. I'm glad I saw it in the theater. Really fun, entertaining, great all-around sci-fi movie.
It was?
That being said, we can get into the things that we did not like about it.
How about in part 1 we do what we didn't like, and in part 2 we'll do what we did like? How about that?
Okay, that works for me. That works for me.
Okay, alright, so what did you not like?
So, I mean, you know, probably everyone's going to think I'm nitpicking here, but
Well,
I do kind of... I do kind of consider myself somewhat of a film buff or aficionado or whatever you want to call it, but I think as far as most sci-fi films are concerned, I put them into 2 categories. And I put them in these 2 categories kind of before I watch it, and then I judge the movie based on how it fits in that category, if that makes sense. And I'll explain that real quick. So my 2 categories, I have named them because of the most popular ones that they're about. So one would be the Star Wars category, and one is the Star Trek category. Okay? And basically, the Star Wars category is the movies that just kind of make up their own physics, they make up their own rules, and they kind of make up everything, and you just kind of go on the assumption that whatever the movie says is true is true.
Uh-huh.
Right? And Guardians of the Galaxy would be another one that would fit in the Star Wars category. Right? They can just do whatever they want. Sometimes they fly around and things like that. Out in space, you know, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I felt Interstellar was trying to go in the Star Trek category.
Yes, definitely. Trying to be a little more real.
Yeah, based on physics, based on, you know, reality. Like, these things could actually happen. Mm-hmm. And I felt like they spent all their time and their money on researching physics and getting a good physicist and astrophysicist in there, but they just ignored all of the other science for the rest of the movie.
They took a few liberties, sure. There's no doubt about that, but...
Yeah, and I don't want to take the whole video, but I do think that... well, we're halfway through it almost already. Mm-hmm. I do feel like if the movie was a 2-parter or a 3-parter, I would have liked it better. I felt like he just pick and chose what to explain and just assumed that you would just get the rest of it. And little things, like the main storyline with all the, you know, relativity, and then the appearance of time being another dimension, and you can travel through it and see through it. You know, all of that I thought was really well done.
It was.
Yeah, do you agree with that?
I absolutely agree with it. You know, the whole thing on the planet, you know, where they go down and then time is different for them, and that's actually a really big part of the movie and how everything works. But I mean, it all works, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't know enough about crazy planets like that to think that, okay, time really does work differently. But I mean, the theory of it is supposed to make sense, so okay.
Right. And you know, I mean, I've read my fair share of Stephen Hawking books and articles and pretended that I knew what he was talking about.
Yep, that's
so that was kind of my college thing, you know. And you know, from what hey, look at me! I'm holding a book that says Stephen Hawking on it. But, you know, so I felt like, you know, all that was really well researched. What I felt like wasn't researched, or at least wasn't explained, and it should have had at least a few dialogues, was things like the weird cryostasis chamber.
Circle, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's right. The cryostasis, like, he took a whole new take on it and didn't even mention, like, not even a line about it. They had this whole, like, dialogue scene where they were, like, getting in their, you know, cryo tubes or whatever in the background, and the whole time I wasn't listening to what they were saying. I was just like, how do those tubes work? And then when Matt Damon got out of the tube, and supposedly they're frozen because he was, like, cold and had that little, like, solar blanket on, but yet when they opened it, it was, like, steaming and hot, and I don't know. I was confused by that.
It was a little weird. And I gotta say, Okay, so two things. They were supposedly at NORAD. I think if you read like the sign, that's like where all the spaceships were located. Wouldn't someone have seen the space shuttles taking off?
Yeah, 12 of them?
I mean,
no less.
Like, I kind of looked it up, and people are saying you can see stuff from about 200 miles away. Somebody would have seen these space shuttles taking off.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense. And then another thing I brought up with you is why didn't they just go to Mars? You know, Mars is right there. And, you know, it's whatever, 20 years. Okay, so, they blast everybody off and like, okay, we haven't heard back. We're pretty sure everybody's dead. Maybe we should try this last-ditch effort of going to Mars. But no, they didn't.
Yeah. Because, I mean, even now, everyone's saying Mars could be terraformed, theoretically. And if that ice planet, they were, you know, hinting that, oh, yeah, no, we could totally terraform this down at the surface, you know. Turns out there was no surface, but whatever, you know, like that. I think Mars would have been a much better choice.
Yeah, it probably would have. And then, of course, you know, how the whole wormhole, how did it get there in the first place? But why didn't we make the wormhole closer to Earth?
Right.
Because if we did it or whoever did it, they kind of left that open, which I thought they did a somewhat good job. It's like, oh, hey, you know, it kind of leaves open the God thing if you want to play that. Maybe God put the wormhole there for us, or maybe aliens did. It's kind of left for interpretation. But yeah, what? Just make it closer. I mean, we're the ones that are going to use it. Just bring it closer to us.
I agree. All right, and that leads me to the next point. So we're going to have to do a 1.5 of things we didn't like about this movie. So let's go ahead, see what we got for a stone here, and then continue.
Oh, yeah, I got to get the stone, don't I? Huh,
25.
I don't know, we could probably do it.
All right, we got plenty to talk about, so.
Sure.
25 it is. Let's go check our loot and start our 1.5 conversation.
I think if we do a longer one, we can fit it all into one.
I'm just dropping things all over in this video. Okay. Ignore everything you're hearing of pounding and breaking.
Yeah, there's been a couple weird noises, but I was going to let it go, but apparently you wanted to bring it up.
No, because you would have given me crap for it as soon as this stopped recording, so I figured I'd just...
That's not true. Hey, you want these gloves?
Ooh,
I bet
yes.
you do. There you go. Boom. Enjoy your gloves.
Oh, yes. You just made my day.
So
made my day.
You're at 2 out of 5? 2 out of 6 now?
2 out of 6 now, yeah.
And belt's lame, but you can have it if you want it.
Yes, please.
Might be better than your basic belt. What'd you get?
I got a few different things. Oh, I got Marauder's gloves.
Oh, yeah, nice.
No, I got some a nice pair of boots actually that I might actually wear because I'm currently wearing Kane's boots, which like those. I don't know if you can. Did you see them linked in your chat, or do I have to link them?
I did.
Okay.
I got clicked on everything a little bit there.
I got another gem, the Enforcer, which I already had. I thought you didn't get those after you.
You most likely have it equipped on your Demon Hunter.
Ah, yes. That is why it dropped for me. I was really confused by that, but thank you for putting that straight. Excellent. Otherwise, yeah, no, just some gear that I'm not going to wear. Yeah, sure. Nothing that I actually wanted, but you did help out my Demon Hunter, so that's fantastic.
You're one step closer, and that's going to do it for another episode of Legendary Looters. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and tune in for part 2 of Interstellar coming up next. Thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time, see you guys.
See you later. How was that, huh? I said goodbye this time. I said it. Bye.